Hello guys.
Hello.
Welcome to London.
Thank you.
I read the meaning of the name of your band. Is someone who does speak their mind.
Yes, absolutely.
Which you can tell about Ministry. Are you guys personal fans of the band? And how does it feel playing with Ministry tonight?
I've always known about Ministry, and I remember them from I was little. But now I've got a totally new view on the band, seeing them live several times now, and seeing the energy and what they can deliver every single night is pretty impressive. So yeah, I've liked them. Now I am a fan.
Okay, really good. So you guys formed quite recently, in 2010, right? I thought you were coming from other bands. Can you tell us how that happened? How did you get together?
Yeah, me and the drummer, our previous band Stoneguard and mine Animal Alpha were disbanded approximately at the same time, and we figured we wanted to start a band together. And we knew of Stian, had met him a couple of times earlier, and knew what he had done before, what he was able to do, and called him up and asked if he wanted to join us, and he did. So we have been a three-piece until now.
Okay, and your music, guys, is a really particular mix of rock, black metal, but there's a catchy edge to it. How did you come out with this particular sound? Is it something that you were planning on achieving?
I think it was important for us to use our personality and the stuff we did from our previous bands and projects. So it was just try to find a good mix of all of us three. So we didn't plan to do a crossover thing, it just happened naturally when you have played different music before.
Did you get a hard time at all from the old school black metal fans for sort of putting black metal into something that is more catchy and commercial, if you like?
Not really. The metal scene is developing, believe it or not, and even though it's a puristic genre, I think people are very open to new stuff, and you can see it also on the old school bands that they are starting to do different stuff, producing wise, also image wise, and the music scene is developing. That's how it is, and we haven't tried to be the one thing or the other thing. We just do what we think is the best thing for us, and I guess Erlend and Stian could have made a black metal band if they wanted to, but with me as a singer it can't be like that. I'm very melodic and also a woman, and we have to do what we can do, and I like to sing melodies, and that's how it has to be, you know.
You had a collaboration as well with Dimmu Borgir.
Sorry?
You had a collaboration with Dimmu Borgir as well on Gateways, out of Abracadabra. I was working with them.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
How it was
Yeah.
working with them? It was very nice. I've been working with them a couple of times now, playing live shows, and so now I know them better, but I didn't know them at that time. They called me up and asked me if I wanted to participate on one of the songs, and we were in the studio. I was very well prepared, and it went very fast, and then I think it was 3 songs
You participated?
Yeah. So it was very nice, very nice.
What do you do before the shows to make sure your voice is at the best? Do you have any particular warm-up routine?
Na na na. Going around in the corridors and making funny sound.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
I should have come in earlier then and tried to get that.
Yeah, it will start now, but sleep and water and a lot of those noises and those rehearsing things.
Okay, so you guys have your first full-length album out. It came out in 2011.
Yeah.
For those who haven't heard it yet, would you like to tell us more about the album?
Well, it's like you mentioned before, it's a crossover thing with the catchy melodies as the main thing in each song. But I think we're doing a little bit of everything inside black metal, or inside metal, but at the same time I will call it a hard rock album with some influences from different metal.
So it would appeal to many different type of rock fans, you would say?
Yeah, I would say it's a hard rock act, but it's a backdrop of black metal guitars and stuff. Also, you can hear in the production that we try to show where we're from. It's a coldness there, but still you can hear the classic rock sound as well. We worked with Daniel Bergstrand in the studio as the engineer, and the producer was Matt Hyde, who has done a lot of different stuff from Slayer to No Doubt, yeah, for instance, and so we tried to when we were finding out which sound we wanted, we tried to come up with different producers, different people we wanted to work with, and saw what they had done before, which sound we liked and what we thought could suit us. We called him up and asked if he wanted to work with us, and he would, so that was very nice.
So now that it's been out for a few months, listening back to the album, how do you feel about it? Are you still happy about it? Is there something that you start thinking, oh, I could have done it differently? Are you already thinking to the next one?
Of course, at least for me, I'm always struggling to be better, and when I finish with the record, it's okay to play it live, but I don't listen to the stuff after. You need to do always better. I'm satisfied, of course, but you always try to do new stuff.
You have to, yeah, you have to stop at one point, and also the time in studio can't last forever. So you have to take some choices during the process. But of course, there are different things that we might have wanted to do differently now, maybe. But at that point, that's the choice we made, and yeah, as Stian says that we don't really listen to it now. I can listen to it if I wonder how I really did the song, because when you play a lot live, you suddenly start to make different ways of doing stuff, because you forget how you did it on the record, and you do it in a kind of different way on stage, and that can be both positive and negative. But I prefer, as an audience, I like to hear the songs perfectly from stage as I hear them on the album. So I'm up for trying to do things as close to the record as possible, because there is always a reason why you chose those different ways in the album, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think we are much rawer in the live performance than on the album.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
there's more punk in the live act.
Yeah, tell me more about the live show. What can I expect tonight?
Hard-hitting show with catchy tunes and hopefully a good performance on stage.
There are so many bands out there, and there are so many good bands, so it's important to have something special on stage, and the most special thing you can have, I think, is the presence, and that you're there for the audience, right there, right now, kind of in 2 minutes, 2 hours or so. But you know, it's very important to have a connection with the audience there, and not just do what you did the last night. So.
You've been touring Europe as well. Well, you're in the middle of touring Europe, really. Is there any country that you really, really liked, or any that you're really looking forward to?
Yeah, I have to tell you, I'm really looking forward to this show in London, because.
Have you played in London before?
Yeah, we have 2 or 1 time. I think it's 2 times.
2 times. Yeah, we've done 2 times.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the show tonight, actually. And there's also a big venue, so and I think it's sold out actually as well.
Really good.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
And also where were we? Was it in Dublin? They said that the London show will be great. They said the audience is great, and I remember when we were here the 2 other times that people, you know, the energy and
yeah,
it's important to get the energy from the audience up on stage. It's much easier for us to do a better job then.
Does it scare you at all, the fact that yes, London is a great audience, but it's also a very spoiled audience?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's how it is in Oslo as well, where we come from. It's too, you know, there are so many things happening. Metallica can be playing in a show and you don't know about it, because it's so many shows all the time. And yeah, they can be spoiled, but it has to be our job to...
It's challenging.
Yeah, it's challenging, and we just have to do our best and see if they like it, and hopefully they'll do.
So, you're coming back in December for a show at the Underworld.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Is it just gonna be that one show, or are you planning maybe to add some more dates?
It will be the only show in the UK, but we will have we'll do some shows in France and Holland, and mostly Germany on that tour. But we're always trying to get back to the UK. It's a good place to be.
So is there gonna be at any point a more extensive tour, depending on how things go?
We must see, we're also working on new stuff, so we have the luxury of being almost too much on the road these days. So
you're working on a new album already then?
Working on the writing, yes. It's
Yeah.
important to be fast nowadays.
How is it going so far? How is it coming out?
We have some tunes up, but like I mentioned, it's a lot of touring, and we still feel we can do a lot on this record, especially outside Norway. So
And it's very important for us to do a really good second album. You know, the hard
yes,
second
the
album.
difficult one, yeah.
So it's very important for us to make sure that we are happy with it, and that we also find the right people to work with, and yeah, we just have to use the time.
How do you normally write your albums? Is it on tour a bit at a time, you throw ideas there, or you just lock yourself in a room for 3 months?
a little bit of everything, I think. Normally we're working not on the rehearsal room, but with the technology of nowadays. It's handling a lot. Everybody got their own home studio, so we can send sketches all the way and work on it like a pre-production. So we're not like standing in a rehearsal room to make songs there. It's mostly sketches, sending back and forth.
I read on your website, guys, you sort of launched an appeal for this tour, looking for places to fill your days off. You said something like, oh, even if it's your living room, we just want to rock out as much as we can.
Yeah.
Did you have any answer from there?
Yeah,
we had a gig.
Yeah, we actually had a lot, but We are on a nightliner now, so it's to be honest with you, it's a bit too expensive to just go to someone's local pub. There are many people involved suddenly, you know, and the big bus and those things, so it didn't work out. Sorry, but we really wanted, and
But it was nice. It was nice just to read this.
Yeah,
and
and
the passion.
yeah, we really want to come out there and play a lot of shows. We really want to get the music out and meet people who like our music, and so we got a lot of answers, but it sadly didn't work out.
This time.
We appreciate the effort.
This time, yeah.
We appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like gaps when we're out there.
Yeah.
We like to play as much as possible.
Yeah, I saw
all the
your
time.
tourist by like day after day. There isn't many gaps really.
Well, we try to have no gaps. It's important to be playing as much as possible. So on a later occasion, maybe we will be in someone's living room.
So you are really enjoying what you're doing right now.
Of course, it doesn't matter if it's 10 or thousands out there.
Do you think you're still gonna enjoy it this much in 10 years from now?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. It's I can't imagine another way of being, kind of living, or I don't know if touring is the best way of living. It's not what I'm saying.
Oh boy.
But you know, it's a necessary. You have to go out touring these days if you're going to be in a band, and being in a band is something at least I need to be, and I think that all the other guys are in the same boat. So
Okay.
You don't choose really when you've done it for 14 years. It's like your own demon. You always do music, I think, in some way.
it's nothing you just stop doing if you're really passionate about it, you know.
So if you couldn't do this for a living, what would you be doing? Or if you are doing something else for a living at the moment, what are you doing?
Yeah, or
Actually, I am an educated clothing designer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I would maybe have dreamt about having my own label, or I don't know.
Would be nice. Where can we see some of your designs somewhere?
No, not really. I just made my own clothes on the stage for my previous band, and just it's not really the time to be creative on so many levels, you know. So I just had chosen music and go for that. So.
Are you still doing your own stage clothes?
I'm doing some of it, but I don't like to sew. So I just do parts of it, just to fit it, you know, redesign.
So we have to find you someone who can sew and you can design them.
Sorry?
We have to find someone who can sew for you, so
Yeah,
you can
that would be
design.
great.
Yeah, perfect. And what would you do if you were not doing this?
I just love to feel the whole spectrum of doing music. So on the days off, I will play something completely different stuff. Yeah, I'm all into music.
Music is everything.
Yeah, sorry to say.
That's fine. Let's hope that's what you're gonna do for the rest of her.
I think so. We're an old man sitting there with a guitar.
Okay, you need to really, really do a good job tonight then.
Yeah.
And get this London crowd going.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hopefully.
It will be awesome tonight.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Any last message for your fans out there?
Yeah, absolutely, Stian.
Last message for UK, London. Shall we?
Well, it has to be said that we are very happy about all those people who have followed us from the very beginning. Also, the people that are how do you put it? seeing us now these days, checking out us and want to follow us. And people can follow us on Facebook and djervmusic.com, and we will try to come and play for them and try to develop as good as we can, so they want to follow us further.
Please check out that live. It's a different thing. It's not like, of course, it's like the record, but it's much more.
Yeah, you know, you
much
can't.
more harder thing.
You can't show what you do on stage. You can't show it on the record. It's impossible, and you can't show it in a video either.
It's the energy.
Yeah, the energy is totally different. There's so much adrenaline and stuff going on stage, so it's totally different.
Okay, I'm gonna look forward to see you tonight then.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.